All right, there's been quite the uproar all over the internet about Andrew Tate's comic book Top G. Now, it's ridiculous. Obviously, it's a floppy book. It's $97. And I didn't even see this on the video where I made about this the other day. When you click on it, it's even more ridiculous. It's $19.18 for shipping. So you have to pay $20 for shipping of this book to the United States, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It is obviously a ripoff and a grift, and it's been presented that way. So this is really funny that this is happening here. But I went into a normie comic book server and I posted kind of jokingly that I was going to buy this book. And what happened overnight was just a bunch of hate being thrown at me. It was people saying that, this is a racist, homophobic ideology, hateful, the type of person that's going to buy this is a trash human being, type of things like that. And so the more commentary I got by that, the more I became convinced that, you know what, censorship is a bad thing, and I should buy this and review this. Why shouldn't I? If somebody's going to mess with people on that level and try to put so much social pressure over a comic book, then we live in a world that's really ridiculously crazy. And this is exactly why we fought here for a long time. Cancel culture has hit all of us. We've seen it hit this channel. People have tried to cancel me since I came on the scene. I got banned from a convention immediately, libeling me as a racist as soon as I started coming out with my books. Now, when that happened, I actually sued them in court and won. I'm not a racist legally at this point, and it's really a lot of fun to brandish that around. They had to pay me because they wanted to libel me. But Andrew Tate is such a public figure, they're going to get away with stuff like this. And even though this is a ridiculous price on this book, I feel like a signal needs to be sent at this point that this can't happen, that censorship is not going to occur. Now, of course, as I usually get when I'm in situations like this, the mods warned me for, quote, my behavior in this. Now, if you look at any of my posts, I'm not going to pull them up here and dox any comic book server. It's not about that. But I am just posting that I'm going to buy a comic book, and then everybody floods me with hate. And so why aren't the people who are implying that I'm some sort of bad person that are personally attacking me getting warned over something like this when I'm just trying to buy a comic book? This is a comic book server. We're supposed to talk about comic books on Discord, right? That's the whole point, is to discuss comic books. So it's not incendiary. It shouldn't be a problem. You should be able to buy whatever comics you want. You should be able to read whatever comics you want. You should be able to discuss whatever comics you want without being harassed. And that is the problem that we face this entire way across the board. Same thing's happening with Eric July's comic books. Eric July's comic books, if you try to post about them on Reddit, you get banned. And why should that be the case? Why shouldn't you just be able to read a comic book? Why shouldn't I be able to create a comic book? Conventions ban me, places ban me. I can't talk about my books. People can't talk about my books without receiving hate too. And it's not a good thing. Now, this is a very expensive comic book, guys. I'm not going to lie. And I do think that the quality of this is not going to be that good. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised, but just from what I've seen of the previews, it looks like this is absolutely a grift. Don't get me wrong here. But again, it's about the principle of freedom of speech. So look, I want to review this, and I'm hoping that like you guys will help me out here because again, this is $120 for a stupid floppy book. It's ridiculous. I have a good deal here. This is my Flying Sparks. It's a traditional superhero tale, the way Marvel and DC used to tell things before they went all woke. So if you enjoyed those kind of things, if you enjoyed Superman, Batman back in the day, I'll urge you, pick up my Flying Sparks. One, I could use some funds here to buy this other comic book. But two, you'll get a great book in return. There's 5 full volumes. This is a real deal here. I'm a professional writer who's done this right, and I'm working with artists who have worked at Marvel, DC, IDW, and of course, their own independent projects, as some of these guys have gotten banned along with me. So check this out. This link's in the description below. Book 1, of course, is only $20 to get in, and that's a 72-page graphic novel, so it's a pretty good deal for that as far as independent comics go. Quite the opposite of what you're seeing on Tate's page. But the whole story here would be about the same price as Andrew Tate's book, and that's 5 full volumes of this. There's never independent comics like this that last that long in storylines, and the fact that we accomplished this is a testament to you and how much this story has really moved people, because people want good storytelling. So check this out, guys. Again, would appreciate the help. I've got a bunch of all my other books on here. If Flying Sparks and superheroes are not your thing, check out The Cosmic Warrior. It's more of a John Carter pulp adventure. Deus Vult is a fantasy. And of course, Overmind, my most successful book, is a science fiction graphic novel. I really appreciate your guys' support. These are shipping out immediately. I've got them in stock right now, and I'm fulfilling the Kickstarter campaign. Thanks so much. That link's in the description below. And let's do this, guys. We'll see how this goes. What do you think? Leave a comment down below. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.